안녕하세요. Hello, members in ISAC SIU. My name is Chloe Lam, and I'm a VP OGX of ISAC LC Poly U in ISAC Hong Kong. I'm a good friend of Jamie, so today I'm going to take a video to tell you why outgoing exchange, that is, go to exchange, is so important to a leader, and also actually to a member is also important as well. And I would like to share my experience, my DT experience in Romania with all of you. So basically, I did a DT in this summer, and I went to Romania for 6 weeks. That is around 2 months, and this experience is very important to me. Like it is a life-changing experience to me. I didn't expect myself to be so weak in that 6 weeks because before that I thought I'm a kind of strong person. I'm very good at communication and I'm very passionate about Isaac, and so I just go and without not much preparation. Like I just pack my stuff one day before I go to exchange. So you can imagine the situation would be kind of worse afterwards. I went there and the first day I can really experience the cultural shock because the first day I arrived Romania, so they didn't have a hostel for me. They didn't have a dorm room for me, so they arranged me to a hostel. And I was really shocked that night I arrived there at around 11:40 p.m. and they took me to a hostel, and it was very dark that night. And they just say, Chloe, this is your room. And I opened the door, and then there were 3 men in that room, and there are basically eight beds in that room. And I look around, and except that 3 men, I cannot see anybody else. That means that night, the first night I was in Romania, I was sleeping with 3 men in a room. So I was really shocked that because in China, in Hong Kong, we don't do that way. We have our own room, and girls basically normally don't sleep with boys. So that night was my first night to sleep with 3 men in such a strange situation. So that was really shock to me in the sense that they are very open-minded in a sense. Yeah, and talk about my job. I work in Romania as an English teacher. I teach the kids in there English and also Chinese culture. So the kids, they're very cute. They are very energetic, and they are not as dull as the kids in Hong Kong. So my job is kind of challenging as well to me because I hate kids, but I don't know why I applied that job because I want to go to Romania. Because I didn't expect any like something strange to happen. I just think, oh, okay, I'll go and I'll just teach them English. But somehow things just come without my expectation. The first day of my job, I arrived there, and my boss was a good man, and my employees are very nice to me as well. Yeah, they're very nice. And somehow my colleagues, they do not know how to speak English. So starting from the beginning to the end of my job, I have to communicate with my colleagues in Romanian, but I don't know Romanian. So how can we communicate? We just talk with our body language. So you can imagine how worse the case is. Like you have to communicate with the others full of time, like a whole day, use your body language. That's the very very weird case. So the first day of my job is very like interesting. The kids, they are very cute, and so I play with them. And normally they will have take a nap in the afternoon. So after taking the nap, I supposed to play with the kids. So I pick up one kid there. One kid, she is very cute, and she likes to play with me on the first day. So I think yes, she's the right girl that I want. So after she wake up, I hug her and play with her, and she was jumping on my sides, and we're very happy in the sense that like she's enjoying and I'm enjoying as well. Suddenly her face changed, and then she threw up all her lunch on top of my body to all my jeans, everything. So I was very shocked in that sense that I didn't experience this before, and I don't know what to do on the first day of my job. And I expect my first day should be like very like relaxed and just play with the kids and like without any challenging job, but things just come without expectation. So I just shocked that I have to take good care of myself to change. And also the weird thing is that my boss and the parent of that girl just gave me one sentence, which is, "You are so lucky." And that really made me stand up my comfort zone, is that actually I can stand like everything, like especially the girls throughout thing. Yep. So why I say DT is very life changing, because DT, the internship provided in DT is not gonna give you a good job in the future in your CV or in your resume, but DT in ISAC is gonna give you something special, which is to develop your personal development. The life changing experience that I mentioned just now, which is really challenging to myself, that I can handle different kind of sudden accident by myself, but without help of the others. Like actually, before I really rely on my parents and my friends around me. So in that moment, you have to handle all these shock things by yourself. So you just have to do it. You cannot like, oh, I don't want that kind of thing. You just cannot recede. And I didn't expect myself to miss home so much before. And for my DT, I live in a student dorm, and it's kind of like bad experience that the toilet is not working, and the icicers there, they are not like very nice to me. And somehow my internship is good, but the ISAC part is not very like nice to me. So one day I was sitting in a park, like complaining everything with other interns. So suddenly there was a couple pass by. So they talked to us. They heard us. They heard our conversation. So they approached us and asked us, "Are you three Chinese?" And then we said yes. And then actually that was very weird. Like the man is Romanian and the wife is Chinese looking. So the wife is actually Singaporean, and two of the other girls, they are from Singapore as well. So basically they just asked us to go their home. And the weird thing is that they are strangers to us, and then we follow them to go to their home. And they took us by car, and we approached their home. It's like, wow, everything is so perfect, like totally contrast to what we have at that moment, like in the student dorm. And the couples, they're very good. They're very nice to us. They cook us food on the first day that we meet, and we haven't expect this to happen. And they have two kids, and we're having fun with the kids, and they treat us like their daughters, and which we didn't expect this to happen to us before, because normally people like in Asia culture, they won't like treat you in this way. Like on the first day you meet, and then they will bring you home and then cook you food, and then after that they will bring you to travel, and then you become good friend. This would rarely happen in Asia, but actually in Europe, they like this is kind of normal to them. So for DT in ISAC, you have to expect the unexpected. Like surprise will approach you every day, and like you really train your personal development in different area. So this is how amazing my DT is. And although the ISAC part is not very like what I'm expected, but actually I really enjoyed the internship. And actually I'm planning to go to another DT or MT in the coming summer. So why I'm so engaged to ICE exchange, or why I think ICE exchange is so important to every ISEC members, because I think through ISEC work you really can develop your certain kind of skills, like you have to go selling, you have to do some HR thing to manage the people, to manage the talents in ISEC, but you won't really expose yourself to a area that you can stand up your comfort zone. So you really have to like spend 6 weeks alone in a country and to experience some culture shock and to work with people with other backgrounds, so you can see how different it is to work with people in your own country. And this is one which is very challenging. And the second thing is, in ISAC we normally people will say X plus L, X plus L, and actually you don't know why, but you just go. And I'm one of them, like I don't know why X plus L is so important, and then I go. And after I come back, I realize that especially I'm doing OGX, so if I didn't go through the whole OGX process and go to exchange, I would I would not know every single details engaged in this process, which make me more detail minded in doing my own thing now as a VP. And also I can take good care of my members, like what they need during exchange to make their ISA experience to be more all-rounded or more fruitful. So if I really have to go through that process so I can aware the needs of the others. And the third thing is, ISA exchange is kind of, as I mentioned before, it won't give you a good job in the future, but actually it can develop you to a better person, in the sense that you will know more about yourself, and then after you come back to your own LC, you can bring back the other cultures, the practice in the other countries, like in the other LC, to your own one. And what I mean is that you really have to go exchange, so it will make your ISAC journey more fruitful. And believe me, you would not like understand why it is so important now, but you have to experience it and then you will know why. So once again, I would like to wish you all would like to join ISAC exchange, because it's really awesome. And believe me, and hope you all will have a fruitful ISAC journey as well. And bye. 안녕.